Cool. So did y'all experience any physics over the weekend? Anything stood out to you?
If it did, I didn't know.
I thought about one possible physics. I was trying to figure out what was the physics behind it. Like I was looking it up, but maybe you understand. So you know when it rains, the barometric pressure decreases. So like people who have like surgeries or like bad bones, even asthma, their bones tend to like swell.
Yeah.
The barometric pressure decreases.
Yeah.
So what's the physics behind that?
That's you just said it. It's pressure. That's the whole thing. Pressure. Cause we have pressure. We have like the equilibrium in our bodies too. So we have like that pressure. So and then there's like some about like a certain amount of pressure that your like knees can feel and everything. Like the pressure in the body. Kind of like blood pressure. The pressure of blood in the arteries as the heart pumps blood through the body. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters of mercury and is usually written to numbers. Systolic pressure, which is the pressure when the heart contracts, and the bottom number is the diastolic pressure, which is the pressure when the heart relaxes. So you can actually, you're right, you can actually feel when a storm is coming. I actually have a friend that wanted to do more research on that, like the biology. That's why you hear old people saying, "Oh, I can feel the storm," relating to.
I thought people were just playing around, like when they should say that.
Yeah, right.
Storm coming, or my bones aching, like it's about to rain, like.
Yep. See, this is number one. The joint pain. When the air pressure around the body drops, the tissues around the joints can expand, putting pressure on the joints and causing pain. This is especially true for people with arthritis. Inflamed, sensitive. Speed of the pressure change can also make a difference, with sudden drops causing more noticeable pain. So my friend was like, man, I want to do more connection with the weather, biology connection.
Yeah, that'd be cool. If you're afraid, you'll let me know. I want to know.
Yeah, I gotta reach out to her. Yeah, she's actually in Atlanta now too.
Seizures
From
too.
A&T.
Every time it rains, I get a couple of seizures called.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
A what?
Seizure call. People having their seizures.
For real?
Yeah.
When it rain?
I just think it's because maybe their brain is expanding too. So.
I'm not familiar with seizures. I didn't know about seizures. I didn't know that. A rapid drop in. Nah, it's actually real.
What?
Yeah. Which makes sense. Even when you go down in water, when you go down in water and your ears and when your ears start popping and stuff, that's the same cause. It's harder to move through like that buoyancy and the pressure. Similar to like the G forces when we're in the rocket, all these pressure changes actually affect the body. Yeah, it's real. That's pretty cool.
Okay, I feel like this does tie into physics away, but I don't know how it ties into physics. But y'all seen those Tesla robots?
Yeah, I saw that.
So I was just trying to figure out like how is he able to do that? Like I just feel so uncomfortable with that theory. Or it's not even a theory, like the fact of like a humanoid AI robot is able to like watch kids clean up, do this, do that. Like that part of it. I'm just not comfortable with
You
it.
seen it in the movies as a kid though.
Yeah, I was very
Yes.
uncomfortable with that movie. Like I had nightmares. Like I was scared. That was a scary movie to me. Like for real, that's a scary movie. So I don't know. I was like doing research and stuff. Cause I'm like, how this man doing all this stuff? Like how is he? I knew like physics is tied to it, but I didn't know how. But it says that he has a master's degree or a bachelor's degree in physics and economics. But he didn't make Tesla. Tesla was already made. He just basically took over it. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to see how physics ties into that. Like, I mean, I guess it ties into robots and cars and stuff. But I don't know.
Maybe there's a physical aspect to our emotions, like on the biology aspect of it, and then
Okay,
they can just program the robot.
That's what I'm okay. So even if you take it that way, so if a robot doesn't have emotion, then it doesn't have a conscience. So basically, if this robot just go off the wall, you don't have a conscience, so you don't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like if humans, they have emotions, they have a conscience. So it's like, dang, I did this, I'm gonna feel bad. But if you don't have emotions, you're not gonna feel bad about doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think the robot is gonna just start killing people. I think it has to be
I feel like
programmed
if you
to be. Well, then no, because it depends. I guess if it's like AI generated, everything's gonna come in. I digress.
Yeah. I mean, it's just forces like when it applies to physics.
And
Like
that's another thing,
that
too.
emotional side is more like a little bit different, but the physics side, that's
It's the actual
just
the
emotion.
humanoid. I feel like that's the biggest part of it. But like, just think about it. If it goes, off the wall, what is our flesh gonna do to some metal? Like,
Right.
so I don't know.
They
I'm
do
just
it.
so
They're not.
uncomfortable with
They
the
actually
idea.
shoot it.
Shoot
Yeah,
it.
but they got like bulletproof type of
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They
material
definitely bulletproof in the movie.
and stuff. They got bulletproof type of stuff out here.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was something interesting that I seen. He had either
I just
actually
think
a
like a
master that
military
did
force
it.
that was like that though. Like
Say
a
that
whole
again.
military force that was like the robots, like bulletproof, like
Yeah, exactly.
that would be wild.
Well, the other
Like, we don't even compare.
thing I was thinking about, physics also involves electricity. So so there's also the electricity and magnetism. And emotions and your brain actually give off pulses. They send electric pulses when the neurons are connecting and everything too. So that's a part of the physics as well, that some of that electricity and magnetism. And then like if there's a certain signal that's sent, like if you're crying, then I can sense, like theoretically I could just send that signal and say, oh, this person's crying, and then respond, are you crying because you're like, why are you sad or whatever.
That's so
Like it
crazy because
could
they were saying that the little robot. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to like drag it, but they were saying that the robot can actually sense emotion and stuff like that. So when it's teaching the kids, it'll find an easier way to teach them and stuff. Or if it's too much for them, then it'll back up. And I'm like,
So
shit.
there's also studies on the micro movements of the face too. So those micro movements of when you're getting sleepy, when you're on like driving at the wheel, like some AI or some systems, they want to detect your facial movements and even the eye patterns. Like even when you start getting sleepy, your eyes kind of start moving a little bit more. So there's certain ways that like facial recognition has been getting way better too. So
So this really
Yeah.
does have a lot to do with physics. Well, I guess physics and biology. Really all the sciences.
It's a plethora
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
yeah, physics and biology the most probably, yeah, and that computer applications. Yeah, because if yeah, it's just equations like, oh, if it's moving this amount, then they're probably in this amount of stress, or if they're using this tone, you can have the frequencies or picking up the frequencies and stuttering of words, fluid movements, happiness, jumping up and down. Yeah. I was reading a book called The Future of the Mind, and they were talking about tracking, like, what if you could track dreams, and that's like electrical signals that are being sent through the brain, and there's a part of the brain that's used for visual program.
Wow, that would be really simple.
Yeah, for the visual. So, and then like certain ways that it's firing, and then in dreams we feel like the past, and it's like connected to the future. So they say dreams and that consciousness is like electrically charged, and that we are able to track when you're in different brain states, like the theta waves, beta, theta, and alpha, beta, theta, and gamma, I believe. I think those are the 4 states, some of the 4 main states of the brain. So, and then like certain frequencies, like even animals can pick up on certain frequencies and brain movements. So I can see the robots picking up on those frequencies too. I'm not a big fan either, by the way.
Who is comfortable with that? Like,
I like more of the natural world,
yeah.
But they're putting together the natural world. So now that's why it's called like augmented reality. So
The next lifetime is gonna be fire.
Man, it's gonna be something to do. We don't even know what to do.
yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan, because then it's tied up with our money. Like, the dollar isn't even based off of gold anymore.
That's what I was just talking to
So,
my mom about. Yes.
I'm way more, or even this morning I'm trying to pull up the computer and the Wi-Fi is a little
My
slow.
Wi-Fi, I
Yeah.
gotta connect to my phone.
So sometimes like the dependency on all this technology hinders
We
us.
gotta get into everything. I'm just be quiet. I'll just make sure y'all got some water and stuff. Food.
hmm
It's gonna be crazy out here.
Yeah, I have emergency kits, emergency preparedness and stuff.
Oh, look, you see
Yeah.
the same study noted a correlation between seizure occurrence and high humidity and low humidity.
I had never heard this before. I didn't know about seizures relating to it.
But
The pressure, the air humidity, even.
I'm sorry, they were lying.
And it's more in the winter months. So
Like, all the-
maybe that would make sense too, because it's getting colder. Wow, seizures may be more prevalent when the clocks change in October for daylight saving time.
What?
That's wild. May affect by wind
That's
speed,
why I think
rainfall.
everything's like energy, everything, it has to be. Everything's energetic, everything is like,
Electromagnetic. Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
because I mean, these other things are just like, no.
Yeah, so that's why we gotta study nature. Nature is very important.
So you said 6.6.
Yeah, just because we didn't really do too many problems. Didn't really do too many problems on here. Matter of fact, there's a worksheet that I saw on that intro to circular motion. Yeah, because we didn't really talk too much about this this right here.
Oh wait, y'all heard about those astronauts who they said was supposed to be in space for 10 days, but they end up being in space for 80 days? Did y'all believe that? Man.
I missed it.
You're still up there?
I don't think they came down. I haven't heard of them come down. But we heard that one, yeah, that's pretty good one.
Oh, my connection. Well, I guess I gotta pull it up over here. Mr. Yeah, this Eric and I were looking at this website. It has a lot of good things to help us get more familiar with things, and then they add in a lot of different types of activities and a lot of things. So this will be some resource that I'll work with. So there is a worksheet.
That's just for physics.
I want to know that.
Mm.
Calculus, chemistry on there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what is it called?
List of Lawson signs.
Yeah. Oh no, I want intro to circular motion. Here it is. Alright. So this is it right here. Like, this is the some of the process that I just want to go back to and show you like another type of example. So let's talk about Sir Isaac Newton, talking about gravity. So, and then like Newton's law of gravity, where we're using the gravitational constant, and then the mass of one body, the mass of another, and then the distance between So a question, how do I zoom? There we go. So it's easier to see. See something like this. A girl, Brandy, 42.5 kilograms, sits 1.5 meters from another student who weighs 63 kilograms. What is the force of gravity between them? So we should be able to do something like this. And I'll leave this. So we got G up there, and then we have our big G. We have our big G constant right here. And then we can change R.
So 1.5 meters.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And then we have our question is, what's the force between them? Alright, so now I need my M. The mass. Let's see here. That's one student. The mass of it. Yeah, so the force in between them is what? So and then I have M1, 42 and a half kilogram, and then M2, 63 kilograms. So it's pretty simple.
Before you get started, why you got A equals G?
Oh, that's just G. That was for the last one.
Oh, okay.
I just left it up there because if you see A a lot of times in G, I think A, but not so much for this equation. Cool. So what's first?
You gotta cancel the M's out. Oh wait, where we leave here. Yeah. You gotta cancel them. Come on. I think they're different.
So this one is straight through. This one is, we don't have to cancel anything. This one we'll use this equation.
So
verbatim.
so what we do is just plug it in.
Yeah.
Put everything in. So it's
Yeah.
9 point, okay.
Yeah, this
Looking
one's
hard.
not.
9.8.
Trick question.
Oh, G is 9.8.
This is
No.
big G. This is gravitational constant.
Oh, so we're not
that is
using-
the constant, so that always stays the same.
So we're not using gravity.
Correct. Yeah, the gravitational constant between
Okay, NM2 is what again?
42.5 and 63.
No, I'm talking about for gravitational constant. The
Oh, mass. Mass 1 and mass 2.
It's up here. Mass 1, 42.5.
no, I know what the mass 1 and mass 2 is. I'm just talking about for the gravitational constant, like the equation right there. You see, after the exponential form. Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah. NM, what does that for?
Newton meter squared over
Newton
kg
meters. I
squared.
didn't write that down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
And Newton.
Okay, let's get the calculator.
I was looking at my light, my production light over the weekend. I was wondering if I need to bring in some light, or I don't know. How does it look to y'all? Are y'all able to?
I'm gonna bring my space here now.
Man.
I got it. I don't know.
Hold on, don't say
I'm
nothing.
figure out
Hold
what I
on.
need to get in my calculator. Like, it's us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the units.
Wait, can I do the units?
Oh yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I have a calculator where I can do the units.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so